Beginning of creation is the beginning of doing something with your mind that will ultimately surface in the world of physics. Many of you already know my story. You know about my lifelong fascination with the human mind, not as a mystery to fear, but as a system to understand, train, and consciously direct. From a very early age, I felt that we were using only a fraction of our true mental capacity, that something extraordinary was waiting beneath the surface of ordinary thought. My first experiments were not conducted in laboratories or universities. They began at home with my own children, Isabel and Jose Jr. I wanted to help them learn more easily, to concentrate without strain, to remember their lessons naturally, without frustration or stress. What we discovered together changed the direction of my life. We learned how to enter a beautiful, calm, and highly creative state of awareness, a state I later named Alpha. In this state, learning accelerated, memory improved, creativity expanded, but more importantly, life itself began to respond differently. Now, once you learn how to calm the mind, once you find the doorway to your inner laboratory, another question inevitably arises. A deeper question: what do you do with this power? How do you move beyond relaxation and learning and begin to consciously shape your reality? How do you use direct access to the workshop of creation to build the life you truly desire, not someday, but deliberately? Today I want to share with you one of the most refined tools I ever developed, a technique born not from theory, but from years of observation, practice, and results. I call it the mind mirror. And let me be very clear, this is not a metaphor. It is not wishful thinking. It is not blind belief. It is a method, a structured, repeatable process, a mental formula that allows you to communicate with higher intelligence, with the organizing principle of the universe, in the only language it truly responds to: imagery, emotion, and expectation. Think of it like a recipe. As I often tell my students, if you want a chocolate cake, you cannot improvise. You cannot add random ingredients and hope for success. You must follow the recipe precisely. The mind mirror is that recipe. So let us begin. First, as always, you must enter your level. Sit comfortably, take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, allow your body to soften. With each breath, you move inward, away from noise, away from tension, away from effort. Gently descend to your alpha level. This is not imagination. This is measurable brain activity. In daily life, your brain functions in beta, outward focused, analytical, problem-oriented. But in alpha, brain waves slow. The nervous system relaxes, and something remarkable occurs. The right hemisphere of the brain becomes dominant, the center of intuition, creativity, pattern recognition, and holistic awareness. You are no longer fighting reality. You are listening to it. You are opening the bridge to the subconscious mind, the level where habits are formed, beliefs are stored, and reality begins. This is the level where change becomes possible. Now, on the inner screen of your awareness, I want you to create a mirror. This mirror has a blue frame. I chose the color blue intentionally. Blue represents calm observation, emotional neutrality, and mental clarity. Inside this blue frame mirror, place an image of your current problem, exactly as it exists right now. Do not resist it. Do not dramatize it. And above all, do not attach emotion to it. Emotion binds energy. And when emotion is attached to a problem, the problem persists. Instead, observe it as a scientist would, calmly, objectively. This is not good or bad. It is simply information. This is where you are. Good. Now, With a gentle movement of your mind, take that blue mirror and move it to your left. Why the left? Because symbolically, neurologically, and culturally, the left represents what is complete, what belongs to the past. As you move the mirror, watch the image fade. Erase it completely. You are sending a clear instruction to the subconscious. This is no longer my focus. This chapter is closed. Now, create a second mirror. This one has a brilliant white frame. White is the color of total potential. It contains all frequencies. It is the creative field before form. Inside this white frame mind mirror, place the solution. Not the struggle, not the steps, but the end result. Your goal already achieved. This is critical. The subconscious does not respond to effort. It responds to outcome. Do not observe yourself from the outside. Do not watch like an audience. You are inside the scene. Make it vivid. Make it real. Expand the image. Enlarge it. Brighten it. Add movement. Add depth. Engage every sense. What sounds are present? What expressions do you see on faces around you? What sensations do you feel in your body? This is no longer imagination. This is mental rehearsal. The brain responds to vivid imagination as if the experience were happening now. And now, we energize the image. There are three essential components. First, desire. Desire is not wishful thinking. It is focused intent. From your heart center, project a genuine, powerful desire toward the image. Feel the wanting. Feel the pull. Desire is the force that initiates movement. Second, belief. Belief is structure. It is permission. If desire is the engine, belief is the foundation. Believe, not someday, not maybe, but now. Believe that this outcome is possible for you, that it aligns with who you are. This is where old limitations dissolve. And third, expectation. Expectation is quiet certainty, not hope, not longing, knowing. Expectation is the emotional signature of something already accomplished. Feel it as inevitable. Now project desire, belief, and expectation together as one coherent beam of energy into the image. Watch it intensify, watch it stabilize. Now comes the most powerful step. Step forward, enter the mirror, merge with the scene. You're no longer visualizing success, you are being it. Your nervous system responds, your chemistry shifts, your brain rewires. From this place, radiate gratitude. Gratitude is not politeness, it is confirmation. Gratitude signals completion. Allow appreciation, love, and calm confidence to expand from your heart. This emotional field is the language of creation. Finally, gently bring together your thumb, index, and middle finger. This is the three-finger technique. By associating this physical gesture with this elevated state, you create an instant recall mechanism. Anytime you need alignment, clarity, or confidence, use it. Remember, this is not magic. It is applied consciousness. Study your problem, yes, but fall in love with your solution. That is the true mind mirror. Many people ask whether this process truly works, or whether it is simply imagination. What they fail to understand is that imagination is not fantasy. It is the interface between the conscious mind and the deeper levels of intelligence that govern behavior, perception, and action. Every achievement, every invention, every meaningful change in human history began as a mental image held with clarity and emotional coherence. The difference between wishful thinking and effective mental creation is discipline. When the mind is calm, ordered, and emotionally aligned, it stops sending contradictory signals. It becomes coherent. And coherence is what allows intention to move beyond thought and into experience. You are not asking the universe to give you something. You are training your mind to recognize and cooperate with patterns that already exist. This is why repetition matters. This is why patience matters. And this is why quiet confidence is more powerful than effort or struggle. And remember, when the mind is trained, reality has no choice but to respond.